Hey guys, what's up? How you doing? I am Frank and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to give you another cartoon review. And I intentionally wore my Turkana shirt because today's cartoon review is all about female superheroes. You heard me right, female superheroes. A bunch of them in one show. I'm talking about the web series DC Superhero Girls. Just like all the other cartoon reviews I do, first thing I'm going to tell you is a little bit about the show. But before I do that, I want to remind you to subscribe to my channel. Here's what you got to do. First, hit that subscribe button and then make sure and click on the notification bell. You'll be notified whenever I post a brand new video. Also, before I get underway, I want to make sure you know that I'm talking about the DC Superhero Girl series, the first series that ran from 2015 to 2018. It has been rebooted or revamped if you want to call it that, and the animation style is a lot different, and I think also the new one is also on Cartoon Network or something, but it's also on YouTube as well. Anyway, let's get underway with my review of DC Superhero Girls. DC Superhero Girls is an American superhero action figure franchise and web series created by Warner Brothers. Consumer Products and DC Entertainment launched this web series in 2015. It is a total of 5 seasons and 112 episodes. Here's the basic summary of the show. At Superhero High, iconic superheroes like Wonder Woman, Supergirl, Batgirl, Harley Quinn, Bumblebee, Poison Ivy, and Katana navigate the twists and turns of high school. United by friendship, the DC Superhero Girls empower kids to shine with confidence and courage, especially while they combat the overwhelming, exciting, and awesomely awkward moments of growing up. Alright, now to know the basic premise of the show, let me tell you what I think about DC Superhero Girls. The good and the bad. The first good thing I want to tell you is, I love the animation. And like I said earlier, this show has been revamped or rebooted if you want to call it that. It has the same name, DC Superhero Girls, but the new animation style is a lot different than they had before. The new series with the same title kind of reminds me of Teen Titans Go. And honestly, I haven't seen that many episodes of. Anyway, back to the original series. The original web series of DC Superhero Girls had some great animation style. Now granted, it wasn't CGI, digital, 3D animation stuff like Miraculous Ladybug, but the animation style was crisp, clear, very colorful. I loved this series because it was more plot-driven. Yes, it had some funny moments, and there was some corny stuff in it. After all, it is a show meant for kids. But it's a lot more plot-driven than the newer series that just came out this year in 2019. It's a lot more plot-driven than Teen Titans Go. But it's not as plot-driven as Avatar: Last Airbender or The Dragon Prince. You know what I mean? Another thing I really like about this show was the idea of putting it only exclusively on YouTube. That was a bold move. Not Netflix, not Disney, not Nickelodeon, not Cartoon Network, only on YouTube. It was a web-based series. After all, a lot of kids today, well, they love to watch YouTube. So why not put shorts on YouTube for them to watch? This was a great idea. The genius of putting this on YouTube was that all the videos were shorts, except for the specials. Almost all the shorts were part of a bigger storyline that ran for 3 or 4 episodes. Kids' attention spans are usually pretty short. So uploading a short to YouTube that's actually part of a bigger storyline is brilliant. You know, to be honest, back in 2015, maybe 2016, when I first heard about this show, I saw the dolls everywhere. Wonder Woman, Batgirl, Supergirl. I got all these dolls for Christmas for my daughter, and she loved them. But at the time, I couldn't figure out where this show was until I realized, oh, it's only on YouTube. That's when I started watching the rest of them on YouTube. Now, there was a couple of specials that were direct to video, but most of them were on YouTube. Now, here's a couple of bad things I didn't like about the show. I understand this is a DC Superhero Girls show, so you have to put a lot of the girls superheroes on the show or in the school. But what didn't make any sense to me was adding Harley Quinn. She's not a superhero. She's a villain. Or Poison Ivy. The same thing. She's not a superhero. She's a villain. Listen, I totally get adding a couple of guys to the mix, even though this show is for girls. They had Beast Boy and The Flash on the show, but I didn't understand why it's called DC Superheroes and they had villains going to the same school. Even my daughter was like, wait a minute here, that doesn't make any sense. Why is Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy there? They're villains, they're bad guys. Why are they going to the same school for superheroes? Anyway, there's the good and the bad about the show. Let me give you my score of DC Superhero Girls. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, I give DC Superhero Girls, the web series on YouTube that ran from 2015 to 2018, a 7. The idea of putting this series only on YouTube was a phenomenal, great marketing idea. Plus, all the toys went along with it. The writing was really good, the stories were plot-driven, and it wasn't too funny, but it had some humorous parts. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the theme song was fantastic! Get your cape on? I loved that theme song. Anyway, there's your cartoon review for today. DC Superhero Girls, the web series on YouTube. What did you think of it? Did you like my video? Give this video a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And if you're a big fan of DC Superhero Girls on YouTube, I'd like to hear from you. Leave your comments in the comment section below the video. What was your favorite character? Supergirl? Batgirl? Wonder Woman? Raven? Leave your comments in the comment section below the video. Well, that's all for this video. I'll leave you with this word of advice. Cartoons are not just for kids. A good cartoon with great animation, good storyline, and good characters will entertain kids and adults. Thanks again for watching. Talk to you next week with another cartoon review. Bye-bye!